Just another day, hanging out. We all went to school that day.
They was all talking about a quick way to get some money. And so they figured try to break into a house.
And the homeowner was in the bedroom?
Right, upstairs.
Do you remember what he said after he saw you guys?
Nah, he started shooting before he said anything to us. We all ended up in that closet. We ended up in a closet, and that's when I noticed Denzel was shot, and that I was shot, and immediately I knew Denzel was dead.
So as soon as you hit the back door, there was 4 steps. You walk up those 4 steps, you turn, and you're in this kitchen area. Well, he was standing right there with the gun pointed at my head and told me to get out of his house, and he didn't have to tell me anything after that. I was gone.
And I was kind of confused, like, why am I going to the county jail? I'm only 16, you know, I should be going to juvenile. And that's when they told me I was charged with felony murder.
Everything just went like quiet, blank, because I was there like, murder? I was there, hold on a second. And they eventually explained it to me when I got down to the county jail when they took me down there.
So 12 people, they gotta get 12 people to find me guilty, you know, of murder. I didn't kill anybody, so in my mind I'm like, okay, there's no way, you know, like, they're gonna change it, I'll get burglary, you know, like something else is gonna happen. You know, being 16, facing 60 years, it's kind of hard to imagine. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around that.
The jury walked in and you could tell by some of their faces that they got us, but they, when they got my co-defendant first, Anthony, when they said he was guilty, I just threw my head down, and because I knew if he was here, they was going to get me, and certainly they did, and everyone broke out in the courtroom, and it never really hit me until I looked over and see my mom crying, and it just, that's what really hit me, and I just broke down right there in the courtroom.
I feel like, you know, they made an example out of us, so hopefully let's let people see the example, you know, let's everybody see it. And then I kind of, after I heard everybody's reaction and about, you know, about our case and about everything, I'm like, you know, that's cool. I'm glad people feel that way about it, because it's not right, you know.
I don't believe that anyone that goes and does a crime and someone gets killed, that they should be charged for murder. If someone goes in and breaks into a house, someone dies, they should get charged for what they did, and that should be a burglary. But if they pulled the trigger, then that's on them. That's the murder.
I broke into the house. That was my choice. But farther than that, you know, I didn't kill anybody. I couldn't have stopped it, you know. So how are you going to hold me responsible for that? And that's really why I feel it's wrong. I feel, you know, you take responsibility for what you did, and I'm willing to do that. I'm just not, you know, I just don't feel it's right, and I feel like I got a crazy amount of time for, you know, for what I did.
For a felony murder case, they say you have to foresee danger before it happens, and that's where the whole knocking situation before they broke into the house comes into play, because if you didn't know somebody was there, how could you foresee danger was going to happen? And there was never no weapons on any of them either. So that right there should have proved that it's the way that the statute's written, that it doesn't apply to us.
Of course I wish I could change it. I can't, but I wish I could, you know, for Dan, for the homeowner, because, you know, he's got to live with that too. You know, it's not just on us. You know, that's something he's got to live with too.